Hello, my most amazing artists. So today we are actually going to get to put our Van Gogh sunflowers together, and I'm so excited to talk to you about this. Now, first grade, there's a lot going into this artwork, so I want to take just a minute to talk to you about the different pieces. One piece is the very first piece that we did, the paper that we did, was this big piece of paper that we're using for our background, where we painted the paper and used our scrapers to scrape through it. This is what we're going to glue everything onto. The next piece is this piece right here, which is the table. I have used the papers that you created and cut them to the perfect size to be the table. So what you're going to do is you're going to pick out one piece to be the table, and all you're going to do is glue that down there at the bottom. Now, let me talk to you about gluing. For the gluing, we are going to be using our glue sticks. And when you're using the glue stick and you're going to glue something down, when you glue it, you want to put the glue all the way around the edges and then in the middle. But really get those edges good, because when you glue that down, you want to make sure that it is really down all the way around. All right, so you've done that. The next thing you're going to do is your vase. If you haven't finished coloring your vase, you want to go ahead and finish coloring that and then glue that down. You can see I put it right down here at the bottom, leaving just a little bit of space at the bottom. The reason I want it down closer to the bottom is so we have room for these fabulous flowers. And I want to show you how you are going to create the flowers. Now, you know, this is your artwork, and you may create any flowers you would like, but I wanted to give you all the tools that you need to be able to create some great flowers. You are going to choose another paper to be your flower paper. And at the supply table, I have these flower tracers that has the petals and the center. And I want to show you how you're going to do that. Here's my painted paper. I'm going to turn that over. I'm going to put my tracer there, and I'm going to use a pencil. And you know, whenever you're tracing, you want to really hold tight because you do not want that to slip. You are going to trace all the way around. And then you're going to go ahead and cut that out. When you cut it out, you'll have the petal portion for your artwork. And of course, you are going to use, when you glue it down, you're going to glue down this painted side because we want the painted side to show. Then for the center, we looked at sunflowers and we noticed that the center of those sunflowers a lot of times were browns and blacks. So we're going to do the same thing with this brown and black paper. I'm going to set that down just like that. I'm going to trace around it and cut it out. Once I cut it out, I'm going to glue it in the middle of this one, actually on this side. All right, and you're going to always put the painted side showing. All right, and let me just show you really closely the flowers I've already done. So you can see this is the petal side, and then that center part, which was the brown and the black, gets glued in the middle. I went a step further and kind of folded some of these petals up a little bit, so it makes it look 3D, which I thought looked really nice. Now you can add as many flowers as you would like. If you would also like to add any leaves, you can do that with the green paper, or you could do that with some colored paper. You could add leaves if you would like. One thing I want to really talk to you about, when you add the stems, Mrs. Kearns has some stems already cut up for you to help you through this process. And I would take those. I would not do, I don't know that I could fit more than about 3 flowers on here, so I wouldn't take more than 3. When you glue those down onto your paper, you want to make sure it does not overlap that vase, because that would be pretty silly if the stem was outside the vase. We want it to look like the stem is going inside the vase, so you want to start it right about there. All right, so first grade, here we go. You are going to have your background paper, your table paper, and glue that down. You're going to glue down your vase. You're going to glue down stems and add the flowers last. I can't wait to see your Van Gogh inspired sunflowers.